welcome to a new episode from ProBody Talks. Today, my very special guest is Dr. Katie Chimes. She's a very dear friend of mine and an amazing human being. So, hello, Katie.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Oh, sorry. I just took a picture of you. I'm just trying to turn you up. I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm really, really good, and I'm even better to see you after so long. At least I can see on the camera and not in person.
A long time since I last saw you. Ages. Actually, months. Months.
Yeah, maybe over a month, but hopefully I'll see you very soon in London. But thank you so much for accepting to be my guest on the podcast today. Because we have so many things to share with the public, with our dear friends. Today we're going to talk about spine injuries and postural issues and emotional stress.
Yes, massive big thing.
Exactly. But before that, I need to talk a little bit with you. I need to ask you a few things. I want to tell people how we met, because it's a really, really funny story, and more about your fitness life as well, because it's very, very inspirational. So tell me, start like telling me, why did you choose to be a chiropractor? You're one of the best chiropractor in London.
Yeah, so first of all, do you want to turn the music down again quickly? When I first, I've always had a huge fascination in the human body ever since probably the age of 12, 10, 11, 12. And I remember, I don't want to make it too much of a long story, but I remember being back at school and we were told to go away and learn all the muscles in the body.
Yeah.
And I was the only one in my class who went away and did it. And when I came back to class, I felt like I knew a bit more because I was the only one who learned all the muscles in the body. And ever since then, I've had a huge fascination in the human body.
Wow.
Anyway, so then I got into fitness and bodybuilding. That's how we met. We'll go through that in a minute. And then I've always been into fitness and health and personal training and all that sort of thing. And then I got to the point and I thought, I don't want to do personal training for the rest of my life. Can I imagine doing this when I'm 70 or 80? Probably not. So my chiropractor, my uncle's a chiropractor. And I remember going to his clinic when I was younger, and he had a chart on his wall with all the nerves on the nervous system, all the nerves, the body chart with all the nerves on it.
Yeah.
And I asked him if he had to know all the nerves in the human body. And he said, well, yeah, that's normal. And I thought, wow. And it got to the point where I thought, I wanted to progress. I wanted to move on. I've had a huge fascination in the human body and I wanted to know more. And I used to work as a personal trainer with people with back pain.
Yeah.
And people were coming to me. So rather than being someone to have to ask the chiropractor what to do or what exercises I should do, I thought I want to be the person who knows what to do and how to fix it myself. So I went and did it. So I decided to become a chiropractor, a 5-year degree for that, and then here we are. So 9-10 years later, I'm still doing it. So that's it.
Goodness. Well, guys, I want to tell you, Katie, she's the best chiropractor, not in London, in the world, because like every single time I see her, one single session, and she fixes me. Anyway, she's always fully booked, so it's so hard to reach her these days. And that's why I'm so glad that she accepted to join me today. But it's amazing how you switch from being a personal trainer to a chiropractor, but you're still into fitness, you still train so hard, you're also pro athletes. And now we're going to go into our little story, because that's how we met.
Yes, we met, was it 5 or 6 years ago, was it now?
Yeah, in 2014.
Yeah. And you hated me.
I was hating myself and I was hating everything around me, especially my competition. And I just couldn't hide it, because it's very hard for me to hide my feelings.
Yeah. Thing with you, you're very much straight down the line. What you see, what you get.
Yeah.
And back then I thought, oh, this is a challenge, because I like to get to know everyone in there. Everyone's very different when they're competing, aren't they?
Exactly.
And I'm the sort of person I like to go and chat to everyone and chat around, where some people don't like doing that. And you're one of those people who was very just kept your head down and didn't want to speak to anybody. And that's generally how you are. You're very much, you don't like to stick with the crowd.
Focus. And I don't like to hide it. I like to be real. This is my authentic self. Who likes me, who doesn't, it is what it is. You're not going to be.
And I respect that about you a lot. I really do. Yeah, you're good at that. Yeah, but we became good friends after that, didn't we? We both went to Denmark. We both competed. You ended up being in the taller category because I'm the short one.
Yeah.
So we both won our category.
same height, but anyway, I don't understand why they put in different categories.
No, you were. You were in the taller category, weren't you?
Yeah, yeah, I was in a tall category, yeah.
You
But,
were taller than me.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember I was seeing you, and then you were just so ripped. Well, you're always ripped anyway, but you were just so ripped. I haven't seen anyone so lean as you in my whole entire life in the like female competing world. And I'm like, wow. Like, oh, and of course, you know, my competition spirit kicked in. I'm like, this girl. And I was very moody because I was like low calories and very, very restricted. So then I just didn't want to talk to you. I don't know what was in my head at that time. But then, and I felt like you were ignoring me and you were very kind of, you know, angry. And like, I don't know, it was like a fake impression. My friend Mirella, hopefully I'll have her soon on the podcast. She was telling me, no, she's lovely. You should speak to her. No, she's not like that, Katie. And I'm like, no, I don't really like her. There's something wrong with her. And like, no, honey, she's a really nice girl. Like, you should try to chat to her. And then I don't know how come we got to talk to you. And
we're in Miranda's bathroom at the Worlds in Vegas. We were in the bar. We went to the Worlds in Vegas.
I didn't talk to you in Denmark at all. I remember.
I think we did. Maybe a little bit. Actually, no, we didn't really. I don't think we did. It was mainly we became much closer when we were in Mirella's bathroom at the Worlds. Do you remember that? We were talking about all the stresses, like talking about everything.
Yeah. And that's when we actually clicked.
Yeah.
For being kind of, you know.
And do you know what the biggest thing that makes people click? And that's one thing I've learned over everything is everybody has a reason for going through what they go through.
Absolutely.
When people are quiet, when people are angry, when people are moody, there's always a reason behind it. And I think when people are, the biggest thing and the most endearing thing is when people are really honest about how they feel.
This is
so we all put these masks on. And especially with your jobs and when we're training and competing or anything, you have to put, especially with your field, with personal training, with my field, I'm going to hold my hands up and admit it. You know, I've been a bit of stress this last year.
Absolutely.
Everyone goes through stresses.
To offer our client, our patient, like the best, and we always need to hide all our stories or all our problems. And then you kind of maybe you just put this mask, and then maybe it stays with you even without realizing.
So when you, that's why we bonded, because we started sharing some of the stresses we were going through, and you were showing me some stresses at the time you were going through.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she's not bad. And then we got on really well since then. But then I was moody. I was so, you talk about me being lean. I was so low in calories. I just fought my body, push. And one thing about, I think all of us were so determined and so headstrong. And once you have your mind on something, nothing will stop you. And I see that with people who are competing all the time, or people I'm treating, or anything.
Were you treating people at that time when you were?
Yeah, I remember treating people a day before a competition once. God knows how I did it. I think I saw 40 patients in one day, right the day before a competition, and I was low on carbs.
How did you manage?
And towards the end, I was so tired. I thought, I'm never doing this again. That was another show that I did. But yeah,
how much do you think this competition can affect you on like a social level and on a work level? Because I know it affected my life so much. It just took everything out of me. Did it happen the same to you?
Yeah, hugely. With work, I had to just put my game face on.
Okay.
And I had to be professional. And when people are coming in and complaining all their problems all the time or everything,
were you able to
get on with it? I had to.
Yeah.
Sometimes I couldn't, but I had to. I muster all my strength to be like, no, I can't be distracted. So I had to be game face on and just have to focus on a patient. And when a patient lies on the bench, that's all you think about.
Yeah.
So you have to block out all other rubbish around you.
This is awesome.
And we had this thing, my uncle used to say when we used to work out different rooms in the clinic, he said before you open the door, he used to always put his hand on the handle, take a deep breath in and recenter himself so he could be as much best he could be for that patient. And that's how you have to be. Social life, nada, you have nothing. Some people do go out and do it, but I was so old school.
Thank you all for watching ProBody Talks. We will be bringing you more guests in my upcoming episodes. Great inspirational human beings, so stay tuned. We have a lot of valuable information that I hope will inspire you all. In the meantime, you can support us by subscribing to my Patreon account. Thank you and goodbye everyone.